Panthers TV, in association with Jeremias Chimney Systems, delighted to welcome Nottingham Panthers CEO Omar Pacha. Omar, how are you?
Good. It's been a busy last few months, but good.
You're now 8 months into the role. We're just over halfway through the Elite League season. Where do you see where the club is at right now, both from an off-ice and on-ice perspective?
Yeah, you know, from off-ice, which probably the main focus was the foundation, I think we're in a good position. You know, we tried to implement different strategies. We increased our media awareness, which I think has been really good. We've also installed many different aspects around our game night entertainment that I think has improved massively. You know, from a club perspective, I think we're more of a fan-friendly club, which I think is probably the way for the future for our club. And I think for us, we've tried different events too around the arena and different initiatives that some worked extremely well and maybe others didn't. But from that standpoint, I'm really happy that we have a solid foundation that I think many people are realizing when they come to the arena or they're following us from afar. There's a massive improvement. From an on-ice, listen, there's no secret. I think everybody from myself to the players, I think we would all agree that it's not where we want to be at all. And it's been a very difficult season, to say the least. But from that standpoint, there's still a lot of time left in the season, and hopefully we can build momentum and go from there.
There's been some concern within the fan base around the playing squad. Corey Nielsen has come in as head coach. We obviously brought reinforcements in with Fabrizio Ricci and David Levin earlier in the season, but since Corey came in, there's been no change to the playing personnel. Can you give any update on that?
Yeah, you're right. Listen, the last first two guys we added on, Fabrizio and David came in. You know, from that standpoint, we've made a few changes. I mean, the investment that we made into changing coach is a significant one, and we've made that, which I think was in some ways needed to not only bring a great coach like Corey, but the winningest coach in franchise. So for that aspect, the changes were made. Also, there's not been a lack of trying at times too. I think we have a very competitive market all over Europe. So saying all that, I think we will see, you know, some improvements to the team, which I think is needed. And for the guys we brought in and the coach as well, I think we've seen somewhat of an improvement. But at this point in time, anything that could help us push for that momentum for the second half of the season will be important. And I think the players are very much motivated to finish the season strong, and our coach too has done a good job with the group. Obviously the results are not much there, but again, from his standpoint, he's trying to put a system in place and put a structure that we have full faith in. So that's the main focus right now, but we will have news quite shortly about it.
And also, with regards results, currently 6th place in the Elite League, quite a few points behind 5th place out of the Challenge Cup, with only the playoffs realistically to play for the rest of the season. A lot of fans have been concerned that there's been no real on-ice improvement season to season. What would you say to that?
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's, you know, when I took over this job, I knew the results would have to matter from day one, and hence why we all pushed in the right direction in terms of investment, whether it be for housing, accommodation, getting everybody on time for visas. But yeah, it's not translated in terms of improvement from previous year. But for me now, it's not to look back and cry about it or be sour about it. It's to push on for that momentum of the second half of the season. Many mistakes were made, whether it be from myself to other people. I mean, listen, we are in this position, and I'd rather look forward and take accountability. And, you know, to be fair, there's still a good portion of the season left, and hopefully build that momentum for the playoffs. And, you know, like I said, we brought in the winningest coach in franchise, and this coach knows how to win, and there's nobody, I'm sure, that's more motivated to get something out of this season than Corey. And I'm sure the players too, because they got a great opportunity to not only bring success for this last part of the season, but also put themselves in the shop window for next season, because obviously as a club, I think we will continuously grow even into the 23-24 season.